What if the healthiest thing you could add to your dog's bowl wasn't some fancy supplement or expensive brand, but something already sitting in your kitchen? We're talking about everyday grocery store foods that are cheap, packed with real nutrition, and in many ways better than what's inside that bag of kibble. Now, we're not saying toss the dog food, but these 10 foods may change the way you feed your best friend. Let's count them down. Number 10. Leafy greens like spinach and kale. Okay, so this one sounds a little weird, and your dog would probably look at you sideways if you handed them a leaf of kale, because nobody pictures their dog happily munching on spinach and kale. But if you look at the actual nutrition packed into these leaves per calorie, they crush everything else on this list. Spinach alone delivers over 600% of the daily value of vitamin K, along with folate, iron, and vitamin A, while kale brings over 250 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams. The catch is that you need to be careful. Spinach has oxalic acid, which can mess with calcium absorption over time, and kale can irritate some dogs' stomachs. So, steam them, chop fine, skip seasoning, and keep portions tiny. If your dog has kidney or thyroid concerns, skip these completely and ask your vet what would work better. But for a healthy dog, getting just a little sprinkle a couple of times a week, you're giving them antioxidants and phytonutrients that no amount of processed kibble can replicate. Number 9. Watermelon. If you've never given your dog a piece of cold watermelon on a summer day, you are both seriously missing out, because watermelon is 92% water, which means it works as a snack and hydration boost at the same time. When you consider that dry kibble contains less than 10% moisture, you understand why a few chunks of this fruit feel like such a gift for a dog who's been running around in the heat. You're also getting lycopene, a solid antioxidant, along with vitamins A, B6, and C. A whole watermelon in season runs you a few bucks and provides weeks of dog treats at pennies per serving, which when you think about it is kind of unbeatable value for something your dog will absolutely love. Just be thorough about removing every seed and cutting away all the rind, because seeds can block things up, and the rind becomes a choking problem. Seedless varieties honestly make the whole process so much easier. Number 8. Greek yogurt. Most dry dog foods are completely missing one thing your dog's gut is begging for, and that is live probiotic cultures. Plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt is full of beneficial bacteria that actively support a healthy gut microbiome. And it is recommended specifically for dogs on antibiotics, because those medications wipe out good bacteria right alongside the bad ones. The straining process pulls out a lot of the lactose, which means Greek yogurt packs roughly twice the protein of regular yogurt with less sugar, and even dogs who are mildly lactose sensitive tend to handle it well. You get calcium, B vitamins, and phosphorus in every spoonful. The one thing you absolutely cannot skip is reading every label and checking for xylitol, sometimes listed as birch sugar, because even a tiny amount can cause liver failure in dogs. Stick with plain non-fat only, never flavored or sweetened, and start with just a teaspoon for smaller dogs to see how they respond. Number 7. Sweet potatoes. There's a very good reason sweet potatoes keep showing up in premium dog food ingredient lists, and it comes down to the fact that they deliver roughly 3 times the calories and twice the protein of pumpkin per 100 grams, while also being one of the best plant sources of vitamin A. Your dog can eat along with vitamin C, B6, potassium, and manganese. What makes them special for dogs is the fiber, because they have both soluble and insoluble types working together to keep digestion smooth without the blood sugar spikes from white potatoes and corn in cheaper kibble. A fun thing you can do is slice them thin and dehydrate them in the oven for homemade chew treats. Your dog will go crazy for, and they're so much safer than rawhide while costing you almost nothing to make. Cook all the way through, peel first, no seasoning, and one sweet potato at 50 to 75 cent stretches into multiple servings, which is honestly hard to beat. Number 6. Blueberries. Blueberries carry the highest antioxidant content of any fruit safe for dogs, and the science behind them goes deeper than most people realize. Researchers studying senior beagles found that dogs fed blueberry extract for 75 days showed measurable improvements in memory and learning tasks, which means we are looking at real cognitive benefits you can actually observe in your own aging dog. They pack vitamin K, manganese, and vitamin C at roughly 1 calorie per berry, making them incredibly easy to work into your dog's routine without worrying about weight gain. Fresh or frozen blueberries are a dramatic step up over the synthetic antioxidants most kibble relies on. And frozen ones work especially well because freezing may actually boost how effectively the body absorbs those antioxidants while giving dogs a crunchy, cold texture they love. Small dogs do great with 2 to 5 berries, and larger dogs can enjoy 10 to 15. Number 5. Carrots. Think about how much money you've spent on dog treats over the years, and then consider that a bag of baby carrots costs about $1 and does more for your dog than most of those treats ever could. When your dog crunches through a raw carrot, that texture actually scrapes plaque right off their teeth, which is why vets suggest frozen carrots as teething toys for puppies since they soothe gums and clean at the same time. A single baby carrot has about 4 calories compared to 50 or more in most commercial treats. Plus, you get beta-carotene that the body turns into vitamin A for eyes, skin, and immune support. Serve raw for the dental benefit, or lightly steam to help absorb more nutrients. And just cut to a size that matches your dog so smaller breeds don't struggle. Number 4. Boiled chicken breast. If you've ever called your vet because your dog had an upset stomach, you probably already know this one because the first thing they almost always say is boiled chicken breast with plain white rice. That recommendation has been the go-to for decades, and vets keep coming back to it because plain chicken is one of the gentlest, most digestible proteins a dog can eat when their stomach needs a break. There's a reason it has survived as the universal veterinary comfort food for so long. And once you try it yourself, you'll see how quickly most dogs bounce back on it. You get 31 grams of protein per 100 grams with barely any fat, and every amino acid your dog needs. Always boneless, skinless, fully cooked, and nothing added because cooked bones can splinter into sharp pieces that risk puncturing the digestive tract. Also, keep in mind that chicken is one of the more common allergens in dogs, so introduce it slowly and watch for itching or ear issues. Number 3. Pumpkin. Every dog owner should honestly just keep a can of plain pumpkin in the pantry at all times because veterinary nutritionists recommend it for both diarrhea and constipation. The soluble fiber absorbs excess water when things are too loose and adds bulk when things move too slowly, so it genuinely works in both directions, which is pretty remarkable for a single ingredient. 1 cup gives your dog 7 grams of prebiotic fiber, along with over 700% of the daily value of vitamin A and vitamin C and E, all for just 83 calories. Something a lot of owners don't realize is that the fiber also helps dogs naturally express their anal glands, which could save you some of those routine vet visits that add up. Grab the 100% plain canned version, and not the pie filling since that has sugar and spices in it. Number 2. Sardines. Most people walk right past the canned sardine section without a second thought, but for about $1.50, you are looking at roughly 1.5 grams of omega-3 fatty acids, with some of the lowest mercury levels of any fish you can buy, since sardines sit at the bottom of the food chain, eating nothing but tiny phytoplankton. When you realize how much people spend on fish oil supplements at the pet store, a simple can of sardines starts to look like one of the smartest purchases you can make for your dog. Those omega-3s go to work fighting inflammation, loosening up arthritic joints, supporting brain development, and building the kind of deep coat shine that makes people ask what you're feeding. Unlike the fish oil sprayed onto kibble during manufacturing that often goes rancid before your dog eats it, the fats in canned sardines stay fresh in their natural form. The soft bones are safe to eat too and give an extra calcium boost. Go with water packed, no salt added, and feed 1 small sardine per 22 pounds of body weight a couple of times a week. Number 1. Eggs. The top spot belongs to the humble egg, and once you see the numbers, you will understand why nothing else comes close. Eggs earn a perfect 100 on the biological value scale, which is the measurement scientists use to determine how completely a protein gets absorbed and utilized by the body. And every other protein in the world gets compared against eggs as the gold standard. One egg delivers 6 to 7 grams of complete protein, with all 10 essential amino acids your dog needs. And the yolk is loaded with biotin for coat and skin health, along with vitamins A, D, E, K, B12, choline, selenium, zinc, and iron. A lot of owners who start adding eggs regularly say they can see a real difference in coat shine within about 4 to 6 weeks. And honestly, once you notice it, you'll wonder why you didn't start doing this sooner. You want to cook them all the way through, scrambled or boiled with no oil or seasoning, because cooking eliminates salmonella risk and deactivates avidin, which is a compound in raw egg whites that blocks biotin absorption. Small dogs do well with a quarter to half an egg a few times a week, while larger dogs can handle a whole egg several times weekly, and the cost comes in at about 21 cents per egg, making it the cheapest and most complete nutritional upgrade on this entire list. These foods work best as small additions alongside your dog's regular meals and your vet's guidance, so have that conversation before you change anything. Share this with someone who loves their dog as much as you love yours.